Hey guys, and welcome back to All Things LaToya. So sorry I've been gone for such a long time. I've been just busy with life, and I currently am doing Vlogmas, but I'm doing it on Instagram, so it's like an Insta story Vlogmas kind of thing. So yeah, if you want to check that out, all my information is in the description below. But I just kind of wanted to do a follow-up to all my videos in regards to my fibroid surgery. I know a lot of people were asking for basically a story of my journey, and I know that I did put a few videos out, but I wasn't able to complete them all, and I'm very sorry about that. I actually did have a situation with my iPhone where the screen cracked, and so I was able to use it, but the calibration was off, and so but it was cracked to the point where you could see like the inside of the cell phone. And so I kept trying to like use it and put my passcode in, completely locked my phone up, and apparently when the phone is locked, the Apple Store has no way of unlocking it, so they had to completely reset my phone. And a lot of those videos I lost, and if I have them, they're saved in my Dropbox somewhere, and I've been looking for them and I cannot find them, so I'm so sorry. But I'm just gonna give you guys just kind of a brief recap. So I know that I put a couple videos out in regards to the surgery. I had it on May 5th of this year, and so it was a successful surgery. I had a complete abdominal myomectomy, basically a full C-section. Yeah, so it was pretty intense. Already dealing with a lot of iron issues. I was really nervous, thinking that I was gonna lose a lot of blood, possibly have to have a blood transfusion, but thank God none of that happened. I had a really good doctor, and if you're in the Austin, Texas area, you can just send me a message, and if you're looking for a doctor, I would be more than happy to refer you to her. She's amazing, and she's actually a fertility specialist. So yeah, she's dual, basically. She did surgery, and now, you know, at the point of wanting to have children, you know, I can seek, you know, the IVF procedure, I think that's what it's called, if we do go that route, if it seems that we're having trouble having kids. But nevertheless, she did the surgery. They said it was gonna take almost 4 hours. It took like 2.5. She removed 20 fibroids. It was a lot. I've had them for like over 5 years. So I stayed a day and a night. Like I stayed that night and then the next day. So I just stayed a night and like half of a day. And then I left home. The requirements are you need to like be walking on your own or moving, like you're able to actually move. I was holding on to something while I was walking. I was actually holding on to my mom while I was walking. And then you need to have a bowel movement. TMI, no, but you need to have a bowel movement, and it's pretty painful. It's not as painful as people told me, but it was a little bit painful for sure, just because you're using all those muscles. You just had surgery, they've opened you up, pulled your uterus out, put everything back in, sewed it all back up, so everything is just sensitive and you're just sore. So the next day I went home, and recovery was 6 weeks, and it was pretty tough. I had a lot of pain, like for the entire like first 2 weeks. I was like hunched over because just trying to stretch my midsection out, it just hurt so bad. It felt like my incision was like ripping. Now I will state, I did state this in my other video, but I'm gonna say it in this one. I did have an incident where my dog actually got sick. Make a long story short, he urinated all over me, also got into my incision, ended up having an infection, and I had to go on antibiotics. This is 2 days after my surgery. Fresh incision. And so yeah, that was pretty intense. And actually that side basically it's keloid. It's not a lot of keloid skin, but it's a little bit. On the other side, it almost looks like I didn't even have an incision or surgery. But on the other side, it does, and it actually still kind of hurts every now and then. Like I had some pain in it this morning. But it did take a long time, of course, for your nerves. Or it will take a long time, and it did take for my nerves and everything to come back to, you know, life, I guess is what you want to call them, or what you want to say, come back to life. For a long time, I couldn't feel anything. I'd poke myself, I couldn't feel anything. And then when I started to get feeling back, I'd poke myself, and then I'd feel something like maybe like 30 seconds later. It was just really, really weird. So I did a lot of soups, light food, nothing that would stop me up, because I was, you know, trying to get back regular and, you know, go to the bathroom properly and things like that. So yeah, I mean, recovery was rough. We live in an apartment, so we have steps. So I was doing a lot of up and down, and the doctor was like, you've got to stop that. Whatever you need, your husband needs to get it. You know, don't go outside anymore right now. You have got to stop moving around. So word of advice, if you have this surgery, just let everybody else do everything for a while. Do not try to do anything on your own, because you can prolong your healing process. Yes, so it's very important that you allow people around you to help you, make sure you just, you know, heal and recover properly. And my mom took 2 weeks off, so she was definitely here to help me. You know, but there were some days where she'd have to leave before my husband got home, and those were the times where I was up doing all kinds of stuff. And there was times where I had to take my dog out, and I was in such severe pain, you know. And so yeah, I would just try to get someone to do everything for you if you can. But if you can't, you just got to do what you can do, and you know, heal as best as you can. So I'd have to say, overall, on a scale from 0 to 10, my recovery process was maybe about an 8. It wasn't very bad. What I will say now is that well, I had lost a whole lot of weight in my tummy area, but I've kind of gained a little back, but that's fine. I've gained normal weight back. It's not like fibroids, so thank you, Jesus. We don't want those anymore. But what I was gonna say is that, you know, now that, you know, I've went past the recovery process, I'm now able to like work out again, because there was a time like about the 8th week, maybe even like the 10th week after surgery, I was trying to work out and things like that. I ended up pulling a muscle. Like, you just have to take time with your body. You got to give yourself time to heal, guys. So but yeah, the recovery process, like I said, was probably an 8 for me. I didn't do anything out of the ordinary, I don't think, to help me recover quicker or anything like that. I mean, as I just told you guys, I did stuff I probably shouldn't have done. I laid in the bed a whole lot. I laid in the bed so much that even now, like right at the bottom of my spine and my back area, it's very tender sometimes, because I just laid on my back so much, you know, because you can't lay on your stomach. And I'm like a side sleeper or a stomach sleeper. It was very difficult for me, very uncomfortable as well. I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys the pictures. Pray that I find them. They're somewhere. I have so many pictures everywhere. I just save everything. So it's somewhere. So I am going to locate them so that I can put them in the videos somewhere, so you guys can see them. My uterus was so ginormous, and there were just so many fibroids. I'm just really, really thankful for the doctor that I had. Now, in one of my other videos, I did talk about how my initial doctor canceled the day before the surgery, and she referred me to the doctor who actually did the surgery. So it was pretty crazy, because it was just the last minute. She just canceled, and I was really upset. Like I said, I've talked about that in one of my videos. I was really upset, hurt. You know, I was just like, wanting them out. You know what I mean? So, but I will say, since surgery, sex has been better. It doesn't hurt like it would normally hurt. And, you know, hopefully this isn't too much for you guys. But I mean, we're all adults here. we're women, so you know, anyone with fibroids or anything, any kind of feminine issue, you understand that sometimes the things that should be normal for you are not when you're dealing with these kind of issues. So like sex was always painful. It was like I could always feel like I could feel them. So now, of course, sex is very, very normal. I'm able to lay on my stomach, but a lot of the times now I'll still check because I used to bend over and I could feel the fibroids. So sometimes I bend over, feel to see if it's there, and it's just because they were there for so long. The doctor said that I was basically 9 months pregnant. My uterus was full term. And the last time I went to the doctor, was it December? I think it was like October 18th, somewhere around there. And she said that my uterus was pretty much normalized. Had a little more going down to do, but you know, she told me at that point that I could work on getting pregnant if we wanted to. We're still unsure about what we'll do there, but you know, just knowing I have the capability to do that, and the surgery is what, you know, gave me the capability. Some of you may ask why I went for a full myomectomy, abdominal myomectomy, because in my mind, I knew I could have done like the laparoscopic, but I just wanted to make sure they were all out. So in my mind, just cutting me open, taking them all out, I felt like that was the easiest process, and I wasn't concerned with the scar or anything like that. And like I said, you almost can't even see it except for like the little keloid area, but like you really can't see it. Even if I were to wear a bikini, you still couldn't see it at all. Like it's under my bikini line, so it's not a big deal at all. But yeah, so that was pretty much my experience. Like I said, I am now back fully functioning. I'm in the gym. I'm starting to do my ab workouts and things like that to get my abs back where they used to be. And yeah, so the only thing that I struggle with now, I think, is because you read a lot of things that say fibroids, you know, fibroids and caffeine, there's some type of connection, and then I hear that there's not. I do drink a lot of caffeine, so I'm working on slowly bringing myself off of that and doing more green teas, because I do love green tea and things like that. So right now, at this point, I'm just working on just being cautious of what I eat, and not eat a lot of things that may cause a hormonal imbalance, things with lots of estrogen, so processed things, lots of caffeine, lots of meat, especially red meat. I don't eat red meat, but sometimes I do eat chicken and fish, but I'm more so on the pescatarian side of it now, so pushing towards vegetarian again, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm really just trying to focus on everything that I put in my body and trying to live like a stress-free life, because all those things have an impact on your body, and they definitely had an impact on my fibroids and how much they grew, because at first it started out as like a few, and then it was like 6, and then it went down to 4, and then it just progressed 10, and then 20, you know. So yeah, so that was this pretty much my story of my fibroids and my abdominal myomectomy and my recovery period. Yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. Put them in the comments below. Yeah, anything else you guys would like to know, any other videos you guys would like me to do, just let me know, and I will be more than happy to do that. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I will see you guys soon.